Hi guys, welcome to a Walking Dead No Man's Land video. Today we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. We're going to spend 50,000 trade goods and we are going to spend them entirely on the, I think it's called the rare trade good box that costs 500. So we're going to open 100 boxes and see what we get. Now these boxes include, let's go into the trade store. These boxes include things such as weapons, equipment, armor, gold, radios, XP, and tomatoes. So we're going to get the full spectrum of things that we're going to get, and I just want to see how worth these are, because I've stopped spending on the expensive one. I've stopped spending it on this 7,500 crate, because when they introduced the new traits into the game, the traits are so diluted now. Getting the piece of equipment you want with the traits that you want is nigh on impossible, and the 7,500 cost is just too much for one shot. So I've been spending my trade goods on the golden crate there, which is guaranteed golden level rewards at 500. So we're going to be able to draw 100 boxes here. There's a radio phone crate going on at the moment, 3,000 trade goods for guaranteed 5 radios. That's an absolute rip-off. I wouldn't go there if I was you. But yeah, we're going to do this and see what we get, and while we're opening these boxes, I'll do a few of my thoughts on the current position the game's in at the moment. Now the user interface is clunky on this, so we're going to have to manually go in and out every time. So box number 1. I will do a summary at the end of this and a full breakdown of what I got once I've been able to watch the video back as well, guys, just with stats and stuff. So it'd be interesting to see what we get, but I've got an idea in my head already what we're going to find, and it's probably not going to be good, to be honest with you. But anyway, box number 1, and we get 28,000 tomatoes. I'm just going to rattle through these as quickly as I possibly can. They should really introduce a way to get open multiple boxes on this. So we've got a rare equipment. Now this is going to be a common theme. Notice rare equipment, level 19. Level 19 is the level the equipment should be for me. So we want level 19 equipment. Obviously we don't want rare. We want epic or legendary, but that's going to be its own issue providing we get some. I've maxed out my XP, I've just noticed. Tell you what, I'm just going to finish training them off, and yeah, we don't want to see that. And I'm working on my assaults at the moment, so we'll train you again. So we have a little diversion here, but no point getting XP when you doesn't go over your maximum capacity, is it? Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, we're probably going to get some epic, which is blue equipment, and legendary, which is yellow or gold equipment, as we probably already know. But you're going to notice something which I've noticed for quite a while, and it's a bit underhand with the game, to be honest with you. There's some shenanigans going on. What I don't get as well is why the amounts you get of food and XP differ, because you notice there I got 30,000 tomatoes on that box previously, and then that one I only got 27,000. So it was a bit of an anomaly. It's going to take a while to get through these, but I think it's important that you do this and don't edit anything out of the video, so you can see it's, you know, fully live process. Okay, now we've got an epic piece of equipment there, level 19. Make a note of that. That's actually a rarity. You'll notice a common theme that's probably going to present itself. Probably it won't do now that I've mentioned it, but we'll see. So far all the equipment we've got is level 19, which is fantastic, but it's all been rare apart from one piece of epic. So we're getting some nice XP again. like I say, the 7,500 crate, I just don't think it's worth it anymore. With the introduction of all the new traits that they brought in, it's just almost impossible to get what you're actually looking for, because there's layers of RNG layered upon one another, and now you've got to obviously get the correct weapon or armor you want, and then you've obviously got to get the traits that you want, and as you can see, it's also got to be the correct level as well. Because if this is going to do what I think it's going to do, you'll notice that getting the level that you actually need, level 19 or whatever level you may be at, is problematic when it comes to these boxes. The only way for definitely getting them is to spend on that 7,500 crate, and that definitely gives you the level that you require. Now, we've nearly opened this first 10,000 worth of trade goods here, which is 20 openings, and as you can see, we've mainly got XP, which is good because I really want XP at the moment, because I'm trying to get all my roster of characters up to level 19. I've got a long way to go yet, but that's what I want, because I've got no equipment. The equipment I've got is absolute trash for most of them. So there we go. See, epic, but it's level 18. That's no good for me. That's useless. 18 is no good when I need level 19 gear. You will notice a trend start to appear, providing it gives me more epic and legendary stuff, that all the rare stuff, that's the green things, will always be level 19. But the equipment, if it's epic, it's going to prove me wrong now, isn't it? If it's epic or legendary, there's a high chance it won't be level 19. There's a high chance it'll be anything down to 17. As you can see there, look, armor is level 18. No good. But as much use as a chocolate teapot, that is. So yeah, you'll notice that as we go along, you can get 19 equipment for or the level that you're looking for equipment in epic and legendary, but the game seems to screw you out and adds another layer of RNG onto it. But we'll carry on opening these. So we just finished Walker Week this week, and we got some character tokens to spend. I just don't get where they were coming from. I mean obviously I know the games that they were catering for lower tier players, and 125 tokens was it for bruisers, hunters and shooters. People do quite a bit of that lower level. But the thing is, probably the big contributors towards the 4 million total, which I don't think we met, by the way, I'll get onto that in a second though, would have been the long-term players, the players who, the big hitters basically, would have contributed more towards that target. And the prize they got was just paltry. It was just peanuts. It was a bit of an insult, to be honest with you. And the biggest thing I don't get is why it was only 3 of the classes. Why was it only the hunters, shooters and bruisers of all things? It was just like, what about the other 3 classes? What about warriors, scouts and assaults? Why didn't you do 125 across the board? If even that would have made more sense, even though 125, like I say, is a pittance, to be honest with you. But I just don't get why it wouldn't kill them just to give, for that prize, 1,000 tokens for each class. Since everybody's getting it, it's not going to break the economy. It's not going to create an unlevel playing field, simply because everybody's got it. And as I say again, it would have been the long-term players, the players who invested in the game, players who are higher levels, who would have been contributing more towards the actual final kill count. And going on to the kill count, 4 million walkers. I don't think we met that. I've got no proof, obviously, but it's same with the other one that we had. The last event that we had similar like this, it was to kill the freemen, wasn't it? It was to kill survivors. And during that event, seeing level 18 blue, they divulged some player figures, how many players were actually playing the game at the moment. And even if they've doubled that, even if they've tripled that amount, which it was, it would still require on average each player to get a hell of a lot of kills. Now, I looked at my kill stats. I've been playing the game since it launched, and whilst my playtime has slowed down quite a bit recently, I still invest an awful lot of time into the game. And taking into account my lifetime kill totals, I would have had to have got quite a large percentage of what my lifetime kill totals were in space of a week to actually contribute, the average of what you would need, even if we was very generous in how many players they had active. So that's why I don't think we got anywhere near the 4 million total. I mean, there's no independent adjudication of it. I mean, there doesn't have to be, obviously, but it's just, we would have met the total regardless. They'd have said we'd have met the total. It's 18, see, 18 nobbled. But yeah, we were going to get the prize regardless of what we did. To be honest with you, radio's nice. So it's just more of a promotional thing, really, because I mean, obviously the state of the game community at the moment is everyone's a bit unhappy with how it's gone with the introduction of heroes. I mean, I like heroes as a concept, but I don't like how they've brought them in. I mean, inadvertently, each hero is its own separate class. More radio is a nice one. Each hero is its own separate class now, and with your radio calls, it's been diluted now. So while you've got 6 classes that you could possibly get, you've now got double that. And the basic method of upgrading those, I mean, just unlocking some of them is a ridiculous amount of tokens, to be honest with you. And I just think it's just, again, it's diluted. It's more RNG led on RNG. Wow, I got a 19 bit of legendary equipment. This is actually proving me kind of wrong, but kind of right as well, because I have got quite a lot of lower level stuff when it's been epic or legendary. But yeah, back on the heroes. I mean, just taking into account that half of the hero traits are bugged at the moment. I mean, Daryl's doesn't work, for example. And I think the one that grants you more XP doesn't work as well. I've seen people post about that. I can't prove that myself, because the only hero I've got unlocked is Daryl, unfortunately, because the game doesn't want to give me hero tokens, and when it does, it gives me 2. So it's going to take me a while to unlock anything, unfortunately. But yeah, I like them added as the principle, but the way of upgrading them is absolutely stupid. It's just, it's taken away from upgrading your normal survivors, because you now can get a hero token. And again, it's the layers of RNG layered upon one another, because you now do a radio call. You got to hope you get the class that you want. Wow. Yeah, some actually decent equipment this time. But yeah, you have to go get the class that you want, and if you get a hero, you have to hope the hero is giving you, a load of tokens, because once you get the hero, they can grant you anything from a pittance of tokens up to, I think you can get 256 in one go, and I've never got anything more than 8 tokens from a hero token, and when some of them take into account that you need 500 just to unlock the bloody things, that's going to be a ridiculous amount. And to be honest with you, I'd rather not have the heroes. I'd rather, when I make a radio call, I get a survivor, just a regular survivor. But we don't have that option. We're forced to have heroes thrown into the mix. We've got to have them possibly appear. There should be a separate radio call button which allows you to make a non-hero call, so you guarantee just to get survivors in your cards that you turn over. But yeah, we're going through these as first gold one that we've had, and it seems that majority we're getting is XP and equipment. Now I did do some of these a bit ago. I did a smaller sample of these, and this is actually a better selection of stuff that I got in terms of equipment. I'm getting a lot of level specific stuff that's epic and legendary, where I was expecting to get screwed on the epic and legendary stuff. I was expecting it to be 17 or 18, which would be, like I say, no good. But yeah, it's going to be interesting when I break down the statistics of this, what we actually got, just to see if it's actually worth it. I mean, like I said, the reason I'm doing this is I want XP. I want a load of XP from doing this. Probably should have bought an XP booster, but I'm not spending any money on the game at the moment because I don't agree with a lot of the routes that they've gone down recently, and some of the bundles they've had on offer, despite saying they're listening to us, have been obscene, to be honest with you. I mean, the other day it was, what, 200 radios for £40. I mean, come on, £40. I mean, £40, I can take my whole family out for a day. 200 radios, which don't guarantee me anything. 200 radios, which is, what, 13 calls at 15, because there's no point spending anything less than 15 radios at a time. Yeah. So 13 calls, not guaranteed to actually get anything remotely useful for £40, and that's just ridiculous. Nice, that's a nice club actually. That's yeah, we'll take a look at that later on. But this is a pain in the arse to do this. I mean, why can't I just say open multiple crates and you can open 20 crates at once, or 10 crates at once? I don't know, but we've got to do several clicks for open one bloody crate at a time. Stupid. And there we go, there's the epic screw job where you'd get a level 18. So I'm going to click what? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. 6 times just to open one crate. I mean, that's just stupid. Stupid beyond belief. But yeah, what I'll do is at the start of this video I will put a timestamp where the statistics are and break it down for you, so you can see what 100 boxes actually gives you. And it's kind of worth doing. Like I say, I don't spend on this 750 crate and it's 7,500 crate anymore, because you're not going to get anything with all the new traits they added, which half of them are crap, including the stupid bullet dodge one. I mean, less said about that the better. I mean, play Outpost, it's like watching the bloody Matrix, the amount of dodge bullets, it's just crazy. I actually ran out of moves trying to take down the enemy because they dodged that much. There's one guy who just put Neo to shame. It's absolutely insane. So we're in his last 10,000 goods now, we're in his last 20 pulls. As you can see, it's mainly giving us XP, which is good for me. That's what I really wanted. And we've got a few nice pieces of legendary equipment. I mean, the good thing about these, you're going to get stuff you're going to need. You'd either need tomatoes or XP, even if it's gold or radios, you need them as well. Wow, another epic, legendary 19. Crap traits. We've got the infamous bullet dodge there. Fantastic. The bullet dodge doesn't even work how it says anyway, because it says they will get a body shot, and it's 20% chance of getting a body shot. Well, that's not right, because they actually dodged the bullet entirely. So it just works like regular melee dodge. But yeah, we're coming to an end now. We've only got 7,500 more. Nearly capped my XP out again, so I've got a shed load of XP from this process. More tomatoes, which are coming on this. I've got one more building to upgrade. Reluctantly, it is the stupid XP tents, which are a waste of time, but nothing else to upgrade left, so you may as well do them. 6,000 trade goods remaining and another 31,000 XP. Okay, so we're good there. I'm going to finish off that survivor quickly because I need to spend some XP and I've got trash equipment, so let's see. I'll upgrade my shooter next, get him to level 19, because I'm trying to get all my roster to 19, as I say. Back to opening boxes. A few more to go, 10 more to go after this, 11 more to go, sorry. 19 epic, okay. 18 epic, see, there you go. See, I'm going to break everything down on this. I'm going to break down what I got, what equipment I got, what levels they were, what rarity they were. I'm going to break everything down on this just so you can have a breakdown. And the thing we do in 100 as well, it's easy to work out the percentages, and 100's a good sample size to see if these are value for money or not to do. There's nothing else really to spend trade goods on at the moment, to be honest with you. We can't upgrade as walker pits anymore until they do the next update, so by the time they get around to doing that, we'll probably have more trade goods in the bank ready to spend on that anyway. Oh, 31k. Few more to go. And then I've got to rewatch the entire video back to record what I got and do the statistics page. Last 3 boxes, well 4 if you count this one. Got a nice few radios as well, but it's only a very handful, so obviously the percentage of getting a radio call, 4 radios is pretty low, to be honest with you. But still, I think I've got several of them, which is still better value than paying 3,000 for a guaranteed 5. And that's it, that's the final box, guys. So I will be back in a moment with a breakdown of all the statistics, and we will see what we got for the 100 boxes. So thanks for watching this section, guys, and I'll catch you shortly. Hi guys, welcome back to the results section of this. This is where I'm going to break down everything that I've just opened, the 100 gold crates as the game calls it that I opened, and this is the basic results. So this first chart we're looking at here is the breakdown of what we actually got. So the 100 crates, 49 of them contained equipment, and 31 contained XP, 16 contained supplies or tomatoes, 3 contained radios, and 1 contained gold. Now the equipment I'm going to break down in an awful lot more detail, but of the 31 XP crates, they seem to range from amounts of 32,000 XP to 29,500 XP, and in total those 31 crates accounted for 956,000 XP, so not too shabby, I suppose. The 16 supply crates or tomato crates, they ranged from 28,500 in value to 27,500 in value, and those 16 amassed a total amount of supplies of 446,000. So again, okay, I suppose. The 3 radios crates obviously contain 4 radios apiece, and the solitary gold crate contained 10 gold. So that's where we are with the breakdown of the basics. So there's nothing more I can really say about the XP and the supplies and the radios and the gold. Obviously it's favoured it's weighted towards getting equipment and XP, obviously, with the gold, which is what you buy with real money, and radios, which they have got tight control of, obviously being less common as they only account for 4% jointly of the entire amount of crates that we opened in that video. So we'll have a look at the next chart. The next chart's the equipment breakdown. So of those 49 crates, 27 of them contain weapons and 22 of them contained armour. So that's a pretty self-explanatory chart there. We'll break that down even further now. Now of those 49, this is what the rarity of the equipment was. 32 of them was a rare, which is the minimum you can get when it's equipment when you open one of those crates. 12 were epic and 5 were legendary. Now we're going to focus in on the extra layer of RNG that they put into this. All 32 of the rare weapons and armors were level 19, which is my level, which is the level of weapons I wanted from the crates. all 32 were level 19. There was not one single one that was below 19. But of the other 17 crates, 12 of which were epic and 5 of which were legendary, we got subjected to an extra layer of RNG. So not only have we got to get the weapon or armor that we want, we're not only got to get the traits that we want, we've also got to hope the game gives us the level that we want as well. For it not to happen with 32, which is a larger sample size, which is almost double the sample size of the 12 and the 5, with the rare ones, that leads me to conclude that the rare ones don't get subject to this extra layer of RNG. It's only the epic and the legendaries, which is a little bit off in my opinion. So looking at the next chart, of those 17 crates which were epic or above, 11 were my level, which was level 19, and 6 of them were level 18, which were no good to me. So we're looking at like nearly a third of the weapons or armor that we got above rare were useless to me, so would end up in the scrap pile. Yeah, they'll give some nice chunk of XP, but you really want all the equipment gains that you get to be subject to your level. I think this layer of extra RNG is not needed and not required, to be honest with you. I think it should be removed from the game, and anything you get with these trade goods should be your level. There shouldn't be any deviation from that. Now this final chart breaks down the 49 equipment crates that I got by class. As you can see, Warrior got the majority of the drops there, although to be honest with you, they were mostly rare that the Warrior got. Swiftly followed by the Hunter with 9. The Shooter and Assault both jointly got 8, with the Bruiser on 6 and the Scout on 5. So there's quite a spread there. I would expect them to be roughly together, all around clustered together, but the Warrior seems to have taken the lion's share off the poor old Scout and Bruiser, to be honest with you, and made them get a bit under par there, to be honest with you. So again, poor old Melee is getting a bit shafted there. Probably the two of the so-called weaker classes there are not faring too well. But yeah, just a quick conclusion. It seems that if you want to get some good chunky XP, those are the crates to go by. And again, with equipment as well, I still think you're better buying these crates to get the odd legendary or odd epic, which is your level. Because like I say, the one shot at the 7,500 crate, I think because of the diluted traits now, it's almost impossible to actually get what you want. And the amount that you actually crates you can draw from using this golden crate is a lot better, because you're going to get either XP or some equipment that is going to exceed the value of the scrap value of the legendary that you get, which would most likely be no use to you. So yeah, I mean, obviously draw what conclusions that you want there. My main conclusion is the extra layer of RNG that they've got on the epic and legendary weapons using that crate is not on, really. I think it's just layer upon layer of RNG, which the game seems to be giving us at the moment. But other than that, I think it was a worthwhile experience for XP, especially if you buy an XP booster, and that would have netted me nearly enough 2 million XP, which is pretty much 500,000 off capacity that you can get at the moment, which would have enabled us to upgrade quite a few things there. So yeah, I thought it was quite a worthwhile experiment there, just to see what we actually got there. Obviously 100 is a small sample size in the drop of the ocean, what everybody draws on a daily basis probably, but it's a big enough sample to come up with some kind of thoughts and conclusions on. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you managed to watch through it all, well done indeed. If you just skip to the results, I don't blame you entirely, but yeah, interesting findings. Make what you want of that. I'm going to post this on the forums for people to comment on and see what people think of it, and obviously feel free to comment in the comment section below the video, and do remember to like, comment and subscribe as well, because I will be doing more No Man's Land videos shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.